And welcome back. Well, Light It Up is a new book from local author Nick Petrie. It's the third installment in a series featuring the protagonist, Peter Ash. It imagines the dangerous world of what is supposedly Colorado's most mellow industry.
Get it? We are happy to welcome Nick back to the Yellow Couch. He was here about 2 years ago talking about Peter Ash the last time. It's great to see you.
Thanks so much for having me back. I really appreciate it.
Did you happen to see our book reviewer, Carol Barrowman, who we love, and she's a regular on the show, picking your book, I think it was out of only 4 books, as her, like, you got to read these books and make it part of a book club?
Carol is wonderful, and she's been very kind to me. I really appreciate it.
Well, you deserve it. So you saw it?
I did, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
We're happy about
it's
that.
on my Facebook page, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah?
That's great.
One more quote that I've got to give Lee Childs right away. So Lee Child himself, who a lot of people know for Jack Reacher, had said Peter Ash is, quote, the real deal in comparison to Jack Reacher.
Yeah, so it says lots of characters get compared to my own Jack Reacher, but Peter Ash is the real deal.
Yeah. How did that come to be?
Well, one of the things that Lee Child does is he likes to promote newer authors, and what he says is he's always looking for new stuff to read. So we didn't reach out to him. He actually started talking about my book on he was being interviewed on the radio, and the host asked him what he was reading, and he said, "Oh, I just read this great book by this guy named Nick Petrie called The Drifter. That was my first book."
Yep.
And of course, he's a superstar.
Yeah.
It was a really big deal and a huge compliment. I'm a big fan.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
What's Peter Ash up to now? What's his new job? What's he doing?
Well, Peter Ash is in Colorado. He's working for a security company protecting marijuana entrepreneurs. It's an all-cash business, so they need armed guards. And he's doing a cash run, and they get hit by hijackers, and things get very wild very quickly from there.
A little dicey.
Yeah.
What I always wonder with books, especially this is a character that you're bringing back in this book.
Right.
Do you have to have read the other books with Peter Ash in order to appreciate or get what's going on in Light It Up?
Not at all. They're designed to be read in any order.
Okay.
And I actually have a number of readers who've just read this one and are now going back to read the first 2. So
nice.
Yeah.
It's great.
How much marijuana did you have to be around to study this?
How high were you when you were writing this?
I mean, is this one good or is it hard to follow?
Well, is it psychedelic?
Does it go real slow or?
I have asthma, so
Make
I
you
don't
hungry?
smoke anything. I actually talked to growers, I talked to retailers, I talked to security professionals. My son and I went out to Colorado and bummed around Denver and Boulder. We went hiking in the Rockies, and it's really a fascinating industry. The thing that really caught me is the idea that it's an all-cash business where you might be selling $1 million worth of pot a month, but because of federal banking regulations, you can't have a bank account, so you can't accept credit cards, you can't write checks. So these folks are pay their employees in cash. They have to pay their taxes in cash.
But yet all legal.
Yeah, it's legal in the states, but it's not legal on a federal level.
Gotcha.
So there's this disconnect that's created this kind of fascinating world, and I think that's part of what readers are responding to, is that you get this glimpse into this funky world.
So there's a lot of truth in what you wrote.
Oh, well, that's the goal, is to research and to write about something that's really going on. And we're conducting this, basically giant social experiment on a state-by-state basis. It's amazing to watch.
Really quick, because I want to make the point that there are a lot of action scenes in the Peter Ash novels, but there's also a lot of really cool, intimate, sort of internalized scenes that focus on the static thoughts, or the thoughts that are going on inside of Ash's head, which is really cool. But what I want to know is, in terms of your own mind and thinking and writing, is do you believe in writer's block?
I try really, really hard not to believe in writer's block.
Does it happen?
Well, it happens to everybody. For me, what I have found is that I just have to sort of change my tactics. So if I'm writing a scene on a keyboard and it's just not coming alive, then I open a notebook and I start doing something by hand. Or if I'm trying to, sometimes it's just telling me that I made a wrong turn. I don't plot ahead of time. I don't write an outline. I just sort of write forward. And sometimes that's what writer's block is your brain is saying, that was a bad decision. Go back and find the place where you turned left, where you should have turned right.
We'll share this good quote as we leave you. This is one of our, an author that we had who wrote a personal self-discovery book that was here, and she said fail forward. So there you go. That's if you're writing way, don't be afraid, right?
I'm a big fan of that. You know, fail fast and fail often.
Yes,
So.
absolutely.
I love that too, by the way.
It's great. You've got this book signing so people can come meet you, get a copy of Light It Up Tuesday the 16th at 7 o'clock at Boswell Book Company on Downer. You can visit his website at nickpetrie.com for more, or get involved in the whole Peter Ash and all the other books that you have as well to follow along. So thanks for being here again.
Thank you so much for having me
Great.
back. I
Are you
really
already writing
appreciate it.
another?
Yeah, the 4th one is almost done.
Okay.
I'm kind of cogitating on the 5th one.
All right.
And then are you coming back to the yellow couch about that one?
If you'll have me, I'd be happy to come back.
Of course we will.
Sounds good.
Great to see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Nick.